All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are around the world. Welcome to our Monday morning update. I'm David Cutler, and I'm kind of the technical person, I guess, for Ripple. And this is a rewards Ripple update. I thought today, to be honest with you, it was going to be covered by Paul, but unfortunately, I have not heard from Paul today. So I'm guessing he's had another rough day. But anyway, guys, I'll give you a little bit of an update. Don't really have a lot planned for you, apart from obviously it was a very hectic weekend for those of you who are aware it is Mother's Day. So we kind of give everybody the weekend off to spend some time with their family. So we didn't get a lot done until late last night. We started around 2 p.m. or 2 a.m. this morning. Um, Rewards Ripple, I'd done a presentation on Saturday where I walked everybody through the back end and where we're going and what we're doing. Rather than go and duplicate that, because it's usually the same group of people or people are going to watch this call later tonight, I would recommend you do watch Saturday's presentation or Saturday's update call. It was a 30-minute call. And from what I've been told by people, it was very informative for people to kind of see and get an understanding of how the back end is working, the website. In reference to websites, we believe that we're 99% sure of what games are going to roll out and what products are going to roll out first. If we can get that confirmed here today or tomorrow, then we're going to start finishing the website. Not start, finishing. We're going to finish the website and have the website up pretty quickly. Now we know where we're going and what we're doing. Last Saturday, I also mentioned that one of the things that we were excited about was the fact that individuals have contacted us, companies, corporations that have contacted. We actually know now, we did not know where these leads were coming from, these information. But the event that I went to back in February for the Super Bowl, there was a newspaper group that was doing a article on the event, and I was sharing with this particular guy, a guy called Jason, about what we were doing, and he's involved in different fundraising events. And what I found out literally this morning was that he's the one what's been spreading the word about contact us. We have a great program to raise money for charities. So that was the good sign. We were kind of getting a little bit like, where are these leads coming from? As I mentioned on Saturday, we had a major airline here in the US that is looking at seeing how they can do a hybrid. I don't know if you can see my hands moving because the way this screen share goes, but we have a hybrid between using their reward program and I'd mentioned on Saturday's call that this really kind of opens up a doorway to anybody that offers a reward program worldwide, whether it's a Hilton Honors or whether it's a Holiday Inn or whether it's a local restaurant, whether it's Domino Pizza. So guys, it's a great opportunity. We haven't put anything together yet to go out and reach because we want a website, but we can tell you as of this morning, there will be a complete section on the website how existing reward programs can participate in this program, which I think is going to be really good. Obviously, we started last week with the nonprofit program, which is allowing people to come in as nonprofits, church organizations, whatever. Guys, it's kind of common sense. If there's enough people in their organization, their group, that we can put an auction site together. If not, it'll be clustered together maybe under a particular naming. It may be a church auction where it'll be all the small churches will have the opportunity. Now, remember, guys, when we say these are things that are coming up on a daily basis. To go and write this and put this in code and make it happen sometimes can take several days, weeks, or months. The good thing about an auction site is we can clone it. Now, cloning it takes us a matter of hours just to clone it. Okay, but then to put the product on it may take us several days, weeks, or even months to find out the exact product. And I want to make sure you understand this. For example, if we go out on our members auction site, we might have food baskets and we might have hygiene baskets and we may have motor scooters and we may have pumps for farmers. Okay, however, because it's a worldwide group of people that are able to bid on it, in theory, we should have multiple bidders on these different products. If it's an individual group, which is built for a fundraising group or a designated charitable organization. I'm going to use Operation Smile as an example. Operation Smile don't really care about a pump for a farmer. I wouldn't think. I don't know, but I wouldn't think they would. However, they do care about things like airline flights. They do care about medical products, because if you don't know what Operation Smile do, they go to third world countries and they go in and work on the kids into the little villages in the remote areas, and they literally camp out, and they have tents, and they have surgery tents, and they have generators and this, that, and everything else. Now that has enough following on a group around the world that they can have their own auction site. So on that auction site, we can put things up like beds, surgery beds, surgery lights, surgery utensils, flights, all the other stuff that you can want. However, when it comes to a small church, we can't go and say, okay, well, this church, it gets behind local people for hunger. Just use hunger, for example. It doesn't make sense to compete against a normal site. So, and then you've got to have enough bids on that site to make it worthwhile for buying the product. And that comes from the eyeballs. So if the church only had 200 members, and then 200 members went and played every day, and they didn't generate 1,000 eyeballs per day, we only get $5.12 per 1,000 eyeballs. Out of that, there is a advertisement cost, there is an overhead cost, and then there's a product cost. So that $5.12, we may be only able to put a product up that is worth on a daily value of $2. So to get a food basket, it might have to be an auction site that's going to be $25 food basket would have to be 12 and a half days at the $2, if you guys are understanding what I'm saying. So every product that we put up has to be looked at around the country, and has to be looked at as in how many eyeballs, how big the organization is. So guys, when we are looking at adding these auction sites, again, they're a quick click and duplicate. That part's the easy part, cloning the site, but it comes then to putting the product on. So as we open up these new sites, be aware that there may be only a few items on that site, and to help the company and help the individual, it very easily could be connected to other sites. So for example, it might say underneath the food basket, this is also shown on such and such non-profit. This is also shown on the members auction site. So you're bidding against enough eyeballs that will pay for the product. So guys, this is not a little task what we're doing here. It is as obviously as people have come on board, like this new reward program, and we hadn't got any desire or plan or anything to ever think about doing it. All of a sudden now we got this airline saying, hey, we're flying millions of people every single week. These people can find out about your reward program. We've already got people in our reward program, and we'd like to come up with a program to help our foundation. So guys, it's a lot of moving parts. So as an update today for all of you, as you're talking to people and as you are explaining our program, do not be trying to say this thing's going to be ready tomorrow, because it's not. This literally could take a year or even 2 years before we get all the products, so we know, okay, hey, we can put 40 food baskets up today, and we can only put one roof up today because there's only X amount of senior citizens bidding on a roof. So guys, it's a long drawn out process for us to get the auction sites. Obviously, we know how to overcome. We obviously know people need bills paid. We obviously know people need food. We know people need the necessities. So them items are going to be pretty simple for us to put up. And the question is, do you put up one food basket that ends every 2 hours, or do you do one every 24 hours, or do you put 5 food baskets up a week? That part we won't know until we're live. That's why the pioneer part is important, to see what people bid on. So guys, don't get discouraged when you first see some of the auction sites. That's kind of giving you a pre-warning about that. You might be able to you'll be able to click in there and see what's on them auction sites. And Operation Smile might have 20 items on there, and the next foundation might only have 5 items on there. Of course, as we open up different games like the NFL, and the NFL's got millions and millions of people around the world, then that makes all the difference with the eyeballs, the dollars that we can put up on the auction site. However, even then, it may not end in 24 hours. That may be on that auction site for 7 days or 10 days before the auction ends, because we have to get enough bidders to cover that $5.12. So guys, I'm sure you've got it all. So one of the things I brought this up today is because of what's going on with these different sites, we are now starting to do actuaries on the numbers. Now, for those of you who know what an actuary is, what that is basically like an insurance office. Somebody comes along and says, hey, can we underwrite this? Can we insure this? And the insurance company goes, that's a new restaurant. It's up in the air, 1,000 feet, blah, 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 whatever it may be. We need to go and see what the probability is of a risk factor. So it's called an actuary. This guy goes out, or this woman goes out, and they study all the work, all the web, everything, find out what the risk factor is, whether that restaurant would succeed, catch on fire, or whatever it's going to be. And then they price it. We are doing the same. We're now starting actuaries on each of the auction sites, and they typically take anywhere from 60 to 90 days before we can get them done. So just want to let you guys know what we're doing as you start to bring on some of these reward programs, introduce them, or will be when you get the website live. There's going to be some time. So we don't want you making any promises to anybody that, hey, this is going to be working when it's not going to be working. We'd rather tell you negative things, as in getting time ready, and then surprise you and say, okay, this one's working. We're not going to do what we've done for a couple of years. So guys, just so you're aware of that. Apart from that, guys, obviously, there's points that you can all achieve by being on calls. There are 4 calls in a week for Ripple. There is today's call, which is a Monday's update call. If you're on this call, you get 10 points. Sylvie's got forms that you can go to, and she puts in a keyword in the group here. So you go in. So anybody on the call today will get a link, and then you go in there, you add in a keyword. Today's keyword, it won't be 2 words, it'll just be 1 word, but it's going to be a very simple one, guys. It's rewards, okay, because we've been talking about the airline, so it's rewards. So you're going to put rewards in there, and you get your 10 points for today. People are watching the call tonight. Yes, I've received a couple of questions. Why can't you get points? The idea of the points is to get you on a live call, to get you encouraged, to get you excited to bring on your people. If you can't make the live call, we're sorry, but obviously we're not going to give points away to somebody that's not on a live call. We're trying to treat everybody with respect. So once you do, go in. The rewards is the word for it. Now, tomorrow night at 11 p.m., Kelly does a presentation. The idea of the presentation is to take away from anybody who has not got the confidence of presenting our program and to bring credibility. So it helps when there are people on the call. So you can get 25 points for being on the call with Kelly tomorrow night, or Jim on Wednesday. So it's 11 p.m. New York time tomorrow, and then Wednesday at 2 p.m. there is also Jim. Jim is a hybrid about the nonprofit that I would recommend you start talking to your church members, groups, pastors, anybody you're involved in. You get them on the call so they can hear that. And then, of course, on Saturdays is the big one. You get 50 points for going in and joining the Saturday call, guys. These points literally will add up to basically dollars. I mean, it's whichever way you look at it. When you bid on something, you're going to get the points. Also, guys, just want to let you know, for reviews, go out and post a review somewhere. Once you've got the review posted, report it to Sylvie. She will confirm the review comes from you. You can get anywhere from 10 to 100 points. So if your review kind of really explains it and what it's doing, and it's a good review, then we will grade it and we'll give you up to 100 points. Every time you post a post on our Facebook page on a daily basis, it's not 10 in a day, 20 in a day. It's a Facebook post. Same with YouTube or something of that nature. You can receive points. Okay, but it's only once a day. You get 10 points for Facebook post. The YouTube is you get 25 points if you decide to like us and subscribe to us and make a posting. That's a one-off deal on the YouTube, just so you know. So, guys, we're trying to get you points because we have a goal date to open the auction site of June 1st, and then you'll be able to go in and bid on some of these items. So we got to get you some points so you can do that. You know, there's a referral program that gets 25 points, and we've had a couple of people that have done an amazing job signing up different people around the world to get their points, okay, or to get their referral points. However, when I go back and look, and I'm not going to mention any names, I'm not going to do that to embarrass any, but some of the people that have signed up 50 or 100 or 200, they're people they've signed up haven't even logged ever back into the dashboard. So same old, same old. You've got this group of people that sign up for something quickly and then they don't participate. Guys, be aware on June 1st. Be aware on June 1st, if that is the day we go live, anybody that has not been active in their website the previous 30 days, that account would not exist. That account would not exist. It'll be voided out. Does it mean they can come along and re-sign up again? Yeah, they can. Will they be able to use their same email? Yes, they can. But guys, we're open up to the pioneers, the ones that are supporting us putting this together, and we're opening up so that they can be rewarded for their time and effort. So just be aware of that. Apart from that, guys, I don't have any more for you today. I do try to update done in no more than 20 minutes to try and help you. It is getting more than exciting. I can tell you the contacts that we're getting, the people that are getting in. To date, I have not heard a bad remark, not even a questionable about how we do it. It's just like, well, what's the next steps? How do we get involved? How do we do this? And that's all I've heard. And I've done multiple meetings on a weekly basis to meet with different people around the world. Guys, this is extremely exciting for many ways, not only for Ripple, but the results it's going to do for us, for the advertisement for Avazu, is really the light at the end of the tunnel. So guys, I'm going to let you go at this stage. Thank you very much for joining the call. Again, Tuesday night, there'll be a full presentation. Wednesday, there is a full presentation for half and half for the non-profits with Jim. That's at 2:00, and of course we'll be back on Saturday. So be blessed. Have a great week. Thank you for everything. Again, all you mothers out there that raised these kids of us from our men, thank you for doing that and all the commitment you've made. I hope you had an awesome Mother's Day, and thank you for doing everything you do. God bless to each and every one of you. I will see you on Saturday for Ripple, and I'll see you on Wednesday for Avazu. God bless. Take care, guys.